Peace, blessings, and protection, my brothers and sisters in faith, in the name of Yahushua, the Messiah, our Savior. I do not have good light today because the weather is a bit gloomy outside, so the video is going to go from dark to light, but that doesn't matter. What matters is you're going to watch this video, you're going to finish watching this video, and you are going to learn and understand why the narcissist is looking for their parent, specifically their mother. I forgot to mention this very important point in the video, so please take a pen, a paper, write this down because it's going to be very important. You will only understand what I'm going to say now once you've watched the full video. So the narcissist has a hate and love relationship with their mother. The reason being, the male narcissist has a hate and love relationship with their mother, towards their mother, and then the female narcissist has a love and hate relationship towards the father. Reason being, when the narcissist, let's take the 35-year-old man, because I used the 35-year-old man as an example in the video. When the 35-year-old man is 35 years old, the narcissism, which is the fake character, hates the mother because the fake character, the narcissism, the self-defense mechanism, became everything that the child was not. So because the 10-year-old child had love, the narcissism, the self-defense mechanism, the fake character has hate. So the person is 35 years old, but because the fake character is also 35 years old, or it's also grown up, the fake character is the one that hates the mother. But the 10-year-old child, when the child froze and abandoned who they were at the age of 10, that 10-year-old inside of them, the 10-year-old inside of the 35-year-old, that 10-year-old still loves the mother, longs for the mother, wants affection and comfort and care from the mother. So now when a male narcissist is in a relationship with women, he has a hate and love relationship with women because the fake persona, the fake character, the narcissism hates women because women are a reminder of his mother. And then the 10-year-old that is inside of the 35-year-old loves women because the 10-year-old sees women as a potential mother, as someone who can mother them because they've always wanted their mother. They've always loved the mother and they've always wanted the mother's love. I hope this makes sense. Let us start with the side. Work with me. Are you that bad? Okay, here. So a mother, we associate, the words we associate when it comes to being a mother, we say a mother is caring, kind, gentle, soft, loving, disciplines their child in a reasonable manner, doesn't abuse the child, but disciplines their child. The mother gives unconditional love, and the mother is forgiving. Especially for unconditional love, it's the most important one, which we will keep coming back to. And then, like, there are other things that go along with being a mother. I just stated a few. Okay, so now let's get to the main body of the video. So let's start at the beginning. So at the beginning, the child is born. When the child is born, they are born into a household where the mother is not loving, not kind, not sweet. The mother's always angry. Whatever she's angry about, she takes it out on her kids. It's just not a healthy environment to grow in. So the child ends up being neglected. So the mother does not give the child love, does not give the child any kindness or care or gentleness, or gives the child any type of love. So the child's needs ends up being neglected, okay? And that affects how the child is going to be as an adult. When the needs of a child are not met while they are still a child, it will extremely and negatively impact how they are as an adult. So if you are a new mother, or if you're already a mother and you've been angry towards your kids and you've been shouting and being mean to your kids, please change that. Give your children love and care and affection. Otherwise, you are raising children that will end up being narcissists. And the cycle will continue to repeat themselves over and over again. That doesn't apply only to mothers, to fathers as well. So the child is neglected, their needs are not met as a child. They don't receive any type of love from their parent, especially their mother. Because remember, the mother is the one that carries the child. So the mother has the stronger bond to the child than the father. And then also, the child might be raped or sexually assaulted by the mother or someone within the family. And when the child is violated, no one gives them help. No one is there to protect them. So the mother didn't protect the child from the abuse. The mother didn't protect the child from the sexual assault. The mother was actually the one that did the abuse to the child. The other reason a narcissist becomes a narcissist is because the child is overly spoiled. Like they just get gifts after gifts, money after money, expensive clothes, expensive everything. They just given all the material things, but they are not given love. Their needs as a child are still not met. It's easy to buy the child clothes, it's easy to give a child money, but that is not the only thing that is required to raise a child. There are so many other factors that are involved when raising a child. So what happens? That's the beginning. Child is neglected, doesn't receive love. Now when the child goes to their parent and talks about their feelings, their mom is harsh. No, don't talk to me. Leave me alone. Why are you coming to me with your nonsense? Leave me alone. I had a bad day today. Leave me alone. So the child realizes, if I'm opening up, my mom doesn't help me. If I'm being vulnerable, my mom doesn't help me. When I want to hug my mom doesn't hug me. When I want to touch my mom doesn't want me to touch her. When I want to kiss my mom doesn't want me to kiss her. So the child realizes in their mind that who I am, my mother doesn't like. My mother doesn't like me. My mother doesn't want me. My mother wants nothing to do with me. Then what does the child do? They abandon who they are. They let go of who they are, and then they create a character. Number two, they create a character. And now that character that they create is called the self-defense mechanism, which is narcissism. I have made a video about what narcissism is. Please watch those videos. I'm not going to go into detail in this video. On my TikTok, I have two pinned videos at the top of my TikTok timeline. I explain there what narcissism is, and somewhere down in my YouTube channel there is a video where I explain what narcissism is. So what is this self-defense mechanism? What is this character? This character, number three, becomes the opposite of what the child wants. Before I forget, the child creates this character because the child wants to protect themselves. The mother isn't there to protect the child. The father isn't there to protect the child. The parents who are responsible for protecting the child are not there. So now the child, in their minds, in the child mind, they create a fake character to protect them. Now this fake character is the opposite of what the child is. If the child is loving and full of love, the character will be full of hate. If the child was someone that was vulnerable and opened up about their emotions, the fake character does not open up about any emotions or feelings. If the child used to like hugging and touching and kissing, now the fake character will want nothing to do with hugs and kissing and touching and being affectionate. Like the love, what do we say? The love language of touch. They don't, the fake character doesn't do that. The character the child creates becomes the opposite of what the child is. Now, that character takes over the child. The child abandons who they are. So this is the child. The child abandons who they actually are. They real them. They press pause. They pause who they are at the age of 10. I'm using 10 years old. You can also use 8. They pause who they truly are at the age of 10. At the age of 10, they stop growing. I'm repeating because I want you guys to understand. At the age of 10, they stop being who they are. That means mentally, emotionally, psychologically, they remain 10 years old. And this character takes over. This fake character takes over. Now the child becomes someone different. That someone different is the self-defense mechanism. It is the character that the child creates to protect the child. Now this character says, I'm here, I'm going to protect you. But for me to protect you, I need to take over who you are. So this is the child, right? Or let me see. This is the child. The character takes over. Let me just bring this up a bit. Oopsie. The character takes over. Now, when everyone is interacting with the child, they don't reach the child. It's on voicemail. It's paused. The child paused who they were. And every time people interact with the child, they are interacting with the self-defense mechanism. They are interacting with what we call narcissism. Narcissism is the self-defense mechanism. It is the fake character. So if the parents, the family, the friends, people in life who are interacting with the child, they're not reaching the child. They're interacting with the self-defense mechanism. They are always interacting with the fake character. The fake character takes over. We're still on the same page. Okay, good. So once the fake character takes over, if the child was weak, if the child saw themselves as weak, the character is strong. If the child was full of love, the fake character is full of hate. The fake character becomes the opposite of what the child was. Now, step 4. The child grows older. Let's use the age of 35. They become a 35-year-old. In age, they are growing. The self-defense mechanism is growing, but the child is still 10 years old. Their true selves is still 10 years old. That 10-year-old that they had to abandon, the real them that they had to abandon and press pause, they're still there. Inside, they are 10-year-old. Outside, they look like a 35-year-old because physically, they grow up, they have boobs, they have a booty, they have hips, or if it's a man, they have a deep voice, broad back, big shoulders, whatever, whichever way you describe a man. So they are 35 years old physically. Physically wise, they are 35 years old. But inside, they are still 10 years old. Because remember, they never grew. They paused on themselves when they were 10, and the self-defense mechanism, the character, took over. So the character, the fake character, grew stronger and older, stronger and older. Remember, the character became the opposite of what the child was. So now when you get into a romantic relationship, number 5, this is 5. The narcissist, the 35-year-old, gets into a relationship. You get into a relationship with the narcissist, and this is how they see you. There's a video that I posted yesterday about how a narcissist sees you. They create a fantasy, blah, 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 blah. Watch that video. I'm not going to talk about that here. I'm sorry, because I don't want this video to be long. When they see you, narcissists do not feel emotion the way that we do. They don't. They are infatuated with you. They don't love you. It's not even a strong like. I wouldn't even call it a strong like. They are just infatuated. It's like a crush. When you have a crush on someone, as time goes by, you get over it. So that is how narcissists operate. When they see a romantic partner, they are infatuated. They never get to a point of liking or loving you. They don't. Even if they say they love you, they don't love you. They have learned by watching other people. So they watch, as they grow older, they watch other people. Oh, that is how people act when they're in relationships. Oh, this is what people do when they're in relationships. They watch movies. Oh, that is what a person does when they are in love. This is what a person does when they say they love you. Then they mimic that. They copy that. They don't know how that feels. They just copy it, right? If I see someone wearing this fleece and I'm like, oh, that looks nice, and then I go buy it and I wear it, that person probably bought the fleece because it's cold and it keeps them warm. I'm buying the fleece because I just think it looks cute. Different reasons. Same fleece, different reasons. A normal, healthy person can say they love you because they understand what love is. Whereas a narcissist, when they say they love you, they don't love you. They don't know what love is. But they've watched movies, they've interacted with people in person, and they've seen couples saying I love you to each other. And then they know oh, this is what I'm supposed to be saying to people. I love you. Okay, so where was I? So in the romantic relationship, the narcissist sees you as they create the fantasy about you. Now what happens when they create this fantasy? Please go watch that video on how narcissist sees you. Otherwise, I'm not going to make sense with what I'm about to say. They make the fantasy about you. They don't get to know you. They create the fantasy. When they're interacting with you, they are interacting with the fantasy they created in their own minds. Hence, narcissists live in their own fantasy. I mentioned that in one of my videos on TikTok. They live in a fantasy. When they interact with you, they're not interacting with who you are. The person that's watching this video, they don't care about who you are. They don't care about your likes, your dislikes, your interests, your strengths, your weaknesses, your favorite color, your favorite food. They don't care about that. What they are doing when they're with you, they are interacting with the fantasy they created in their minds about you. Now, when you start showing the real you, which is going to happen, you are going to show your individuality. You are disturbing their fantasy in their mind. When you start setting down boundaries, when you start saying no, you are disturbing their fantasy, because in their fantasy, you say yes to everything. There's no boundaries. You people please. Now, when you start having boundaries, you disrupt the fantasy. When you disrupt the fantasy, they start to devalue you. Now they start shouting at you, calling you names. They start with the mental abuse, the emotional abuse, the devalue stage. After the devalue stage is the discard. Either they break up with you or you break up with them. But before we get to the breaking up part, let's get to the devalue. I made notes so that I don't forget. When you disrupt the fantasy, they start devaluing you, because the narcissist first saw you as a romantic partner. You are a candidate to be their romantic partner, because that's what they believe society wants. They believe that a man must have a woman, or a woman must have a man. They don't really believe that, but because it's what they see. Remember, cognitive empathy. Narcissists have cognitive empathy. They don't have empathy the same way that we do. They see that, oh, when a person is sad, they're supposed to cry. So even when they're crying, most of the time, they will pretend like they're crying, but they're not really crying. They just know that when I cry, you are going to believe me that I'm sad. For example, if you're breaking up with the narcissist, then they're going to start crying. Then you're going to feel sad for them, because, oh my word, they're crying. I'm breaking up with them. They actually feel sad. They're really sorry. Let me get back together with them. Psych. 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 They got you. It's not real tears. I will tell you when they're actually crying real tears. When they're crying, they have learned from looking at other people. Oh, when a person is sad, they cry. Now let me pretend as if I'm sad by shedding a few tears. Then you fall for it. Sink line and hooker. Okay, now let me leave that. Okay. So now what happens? The narcissist stops seeing you, sees your English, my English data bundles. Come back. It's not even 5 o'clock yet. Now the narcissist goes from seeing you as a romantic partner to you being their mother. How does this happen? When you start setting boundaries, don't do that. I'm leaving you. Let me go. Those words you are telling them, in their minds, they don't see it as, I've done something wrong, this is why they're leaving. I've done something wrong, this is why they're saying the things that they're saying. They don't look at it like that. They hear the words that you're saying, and in their mind, they immediately categorize you as their mother. Right? So you went from a romantic relationship. When you start setting boundaries, they devalued you. Now, when they devalued you, you stood up for yourself and you said, don't call me that, don't do that, get away from me. The things that you are saying and doing, you are reminding them about their mother who neglected them when they were young. When you tell the narcissist, I'm going to leave you, I'm leaving you, I'm done with this relationship, bye. They remember, my mother left me. My mother gave me away and I was raised by my grandmother. My mother gave me away and I was raised by other people. My mother abandoned me. So when you're telling the narcissist or the psychopath, I'm leaving you, I'm done, you are opening up wounds that the 10-year-old suffered. Now they categorize you as the mother. My mother left me. So you leaving me just like my mother left me. You telling, this is what they're thinking in their mind. You're telling me what to do and what to say. That's my mother. So now they start categorizing you as their mother. And once a narcissist categorizes you as their mother, you will never go back to being the romantic. You will never ever go back to being in a romantic relationship, because now the narcissist, because when you did things that reminded them about their mother, you activated their wounds. Remember, they're still 10 years old inside. You activated the wounds that they experienced when they were 10. So now the wounds that they experienced that when they were 10, it was not, the memories, it's not good, because their mothers neglected them, didn't love them, hurt them, abused them. Now they categorize you as the mother. Now what happens when you become categorized as a mother? The narcissist expects you to forgive, just like a mother figure is supposed to forgive. You're supposed to be caring and kind. You're supposed to give the narcissist unconditional love. You told the narcissist, I love you. You told the narcissist, I love you. So when you say, I love you, in the narcissist's mind, you have to give me unconditional love. And who do we associate unconditional love with? The mother. The mother is the one who forgives the children. The child can do criminal activity, go to prison. Even when the child is in prison, the mother's going to visit the child. The mother's going to still pray for their child. Because a mother, once you're a mother forever, permanently. There's no day offs, unfortunately and fortunately. Depends how you see it. So the narcissist, the moment you say you love them, this is what they're thinking in their minds. You're supposed to love me unconditionally. Because remember, inside the 10-year-old was never loved. So that 10-year-old is still seeking their mother. They're 35 years old on the outside, but in the inside, they are still that 10-year-old child that wanted their mother so bad. They wanted their mother's love, their affection. So when you say, I love you, they're thinking in their minds, when they do it, it's not even a thing of, it's subconsciously, it happens subconsciously in their mind. It's not a thing that they decide, yes, Zandile is my mother. Subconsciously, they're like, Zandile said she loves me. So if Zandile loves me, Zandile has to forgive me. The narcissist cheats on you. You find out the narcissist expects you to forgive. The narcissist expects you to clean, to cook, to have babies. Because the narcissist is not looking for a romantic partner. The narcissist is looking for love. Because the narcissist is still a 10-year-old child that wants love, affection, and care from their mother. So hence, the narcissist is not looking for a romantic relationship. The narcissist is looking for their mother. And once you forgive the narcissist, they've cheated on you so many times, you keep forgiving, the more you are placed in that mother position. And when you're in that mother position, you are going to be in that position forever. The narcissist can even stop having sexual intercourse with you because subconsciously they see you as their mother. You must take care of me. You must feed me. You must clean. You must cook. You must forgive me. You must give me unconditional love, just like a mother gives unconditional love. And then they will go have sex somewhere else with all their multiple side chicks or side niggas. Because these people, when they cheat, they don't cheat on you with just one person. One person is not enough. They will have 3, 4, 5, 6 other people on the side. And yeah, so that is why a narcissist is looking for their parent and they are not looking for love. They might be 35 years old, but inside they are still 10 years old. And that 10-year-old child is still looking for their mother. And when you come into the narcissist's life and you tell them, I love you, subconsciously, the 10-year-old is happy. I have finally found my mother. And even when you try to leave the narcissist, they throw tantrums. Even when you tell them what you did was wrong, they throw tantrums. They behavior, like if you actually sit down and be honest with yourself and observe how the narcissists act, you can put a narcissist, a 35-year-old narcissist, and a 10-year-old child, put them in the same room, you will see their behavior is exactly the same. 10-year-old child, a 35-year-old man or woman that's a narcissist, put them in the same room as a child and observe their behavior. Same WhatsApp group. 35 years old in age, but still stuck, but still a 10-year-old child inside. So when you are with a narcissist, whether you're married, in a relationship, a situationship, a fling, it starts off as the fantasy they create in your mind, and then it ends with you being their mother. And if you continue to stay with them, you will continue to be their mother forever until you decide to leave. Take care.